the fuck are ya? And it's Thursday. Kinda slept okay last night. But what I want to ask you guys is, what the hell is up with the weather? There is weird weather around the world. Am I tripping out? Tornadoes, and what are you licking up? What are you eating? Drop it. Yeah, and Tammy says I talk about the weather too much. You're funny. Anyway, the reason why it concerns me every day, at least locally for me, is the humidity and the air pressure. Is that it changes, and that it actually changes how I feel because of my balance. I think I've discovered that now. When it changes drastically, then it really throws me for a loop. Oop, get it? Ha ha. No, I probably look like total hell right now. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. Why am I talking to you? I don't even like you. I'm kidding. You guys think of the... I shaved it all off because it felt... Bleh. I don't know. New growth. What do you think? What do you want? Okay. You got food? You know. You just talk to me. What you want? You want to just love me? Say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I said good morning. To you. Hi.
Hey folks, happy Thursday. Sorry it's the end of the day. This morning I was in a bit of a rush because I woke up a little late and I didn't want to be late for work. So today was a pretty productive day. We had a company I worked for had their 30th anniversary today, so they made lunch. They broke out the barbecue. Actually, they just grilled burgers and hot dogs and a basic picnic fare, but it was good. And they brought in this big, huge cake from Whole Foods that, oh my god, it was humongous, and it had whipped cream icing on it, if you call it. I don't know, some kind of topping. Anyway, yeah, so I'm full and now I want to take a nap. But I also had kind of a couple downers today. Well, the first one isn't so bad, but you know, when you make mistakes at work and you get called out on it, it's kind of embarrassing, and you know, it's just something to learn from. And yeah, I'll try my very best not to do it again. And it wasn't like it was like, you know, a major catastrophe or anything like that, but still, when you get criticism like that, it still doesn't make you feel very good. But it's all good. And the other downer is, well, see, Monday I went to the doctor to get a checkup, and that includes, you know, a test of the naughty bits, you know, pap smear. Oh, just the name of it sounds gross. At any rate, so evidently the test came back irregular or whatever, so I have to go in, and I can't remember the name of the procedure. I just know it ends in oscopy. So yeah, nice. So I have to do that apparently. Why me? It's more time off from work. That's just exactly what I need. Not. So anyway, it's not that I'm afraid of the procedure. I'm afraid of what the results are going to be like. It's pretty standard when, you know, it's not a big deal. So it's nothing to worry about. Don't freak out. That means you, Terry. It's just a standard thing to make sure everything's okay. That's all. Yeah. I think I'd probably hurt worse having this thing removed than some other part. Whatever. Okay, that didn't sound right. Puppy dog.
Well, today has been one hell of a day. Tammy told me her news, and to be honest with you, I'm pretty damn worried. That's a lot to take in. I hope everything turns out all right, and I hope she's going to be fine, and everything will be okay. So say some nice words to Tammy, motivate her, and pray that she's going to be fine. I'm actually pretty worried. So why don't we just make this even more stressful for you guys? Anyway, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but over the last few weeks, the vlogs have been lacking motivation. I haven't been feeling well, and I've probably said this a couple of times in vlogs previous to this one, but I've never told anybody this before, but I've got a couple of options. Currently, I've gotten to the point now where I just cannot stand this anymore. It's this pure torture of feeling like I'm on a merry-go-round, a boat, having a stroke, whatever. All these strange symptoms I get with this vertigo problem. If you guys don't know what that is, just Google it. BPVV, benign proximal vertigo. And I have, on top of that, I have vestibular damage, which is irreversible. And over the last few months, I've seen doctors and I've done things to try to help it, and with no success, I haven't been able to fix it. So my options are, I have two operations I can do. One is to cut the nerve to my brain, which takes away all my balance, all my sense of what's up, what's down, everything, and that I won't feel so miserable. But the recovery time is anywhere between 6 months and a year, and in some cases up to 2 to 3 years. First couple of months of wheelchair, crutches, whatever you need to stay vertical. That's a lot to take in because it affects everything in my life, my job, our trips, our blogs, everything. But I don't want to feel like this anymore. I've just about had it with this. I don't know what to do, guys. And everything else that's just completely stressing me out that this affects. This is my job, our vlogs, which we dearly love to do, to bring to you guys. But I'm trying to think of myself here right now, and honestly, I'm sick and tired of feeling like this every fucking day. It's been like this for almost 3 years. At first, it was the most horrible thing. I adapted pretty good, and that's one of the reasons why I started doing these vlogs, is to take my mind off of my problem and just deal with it. But that's the thing with cutting the nerve. Your eyes take over, and my vision isn't as great. As you guys know, I've noticed I have a lazy eye, I have poor vision in that eye, so I'm basically going to be working off of one eye for my balance. And they say the chances are I would feel better, but I would be disabled at that point. And the chances are of recovery at my age are pretty minimal. But I mean, is that all worth it to feel better, or what? I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas, or if you know anybody that's suffering from something like this, let me know. I would love to have like a huge army, like some of the bigger YouTubers have, that have such a great outlet to be able to maybe help me. That's not the case. I mean, I've got our own forums and stuff like that for people who have the same problem that I do, that I check regularly to see if there's anything else I can do, but there isn't. So I've got this big decision to make. I know this is going on and on and on, but I've been wanting to say this for a really long time. Only a few of you guys know that I'm planning on doing this. I just don't know what. The other option is that they plug the canal. These days they use a laser and they basically just cauterize the circular canal where the fluid is in, and it stops the motion. And they don't guarantee that I'll feel any different, but that's another decision to make, and I don't really know what to do. Do I continue just to feel like shit all the time, or go for it and see if this will work? The cauterizing of the bone is reversible, but the nerve operation is not. I've tried to do, therapy and things like that, and none of that seems to work. The only thing that seems to work is some of the medication they've given me. But that medication isn't good for you either. It's basically a Valium, and it's an addictive drug. I don't like taking it. It doesn't seem to do much for me because I've been taking it for so long. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to keep going on, but fuck. How unlucky can you be? I know everybody would say that, God or whoever, there's a reason for this. I'm thinking more along the lines of Satan. I'm being tortured to death every day with the shit, and I'm tired of it. Anyway, that's it. It's a really long vlog. It's a really long explanation, but it felt like it needed to be said. Hope I didn't press you guys too badly. But if you guys could possibly maybe put the word out, and maybe see if there's anybody out there that knows anything that I could do to end this. I'm too much of a pussy to commit suicide, so if that was one of your thoughts, no. I just continue to suffer. But, I'll tell you, sometimes when I'm really bad, like I am tonight, I welcome death. Like the sun flares were going off yesterday, and Tammy's like, "Oh, we might be able to see some stuff in the skies." And then someone was saying, like, is it gonna kill us? And she goes, "No." And I go, "Ah, darn." I mean, I kind of welcome it because it's just, I don't know if you guys understand what this is like, but imagine your worst amusement ride and being on it and not be able to get off. That's what it was like at first. Now I'm basically just kind of used to it, but I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that tonight. Please give me your thoughts, and please pray for Tammy, and hopefully everything will be alright, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. We love you. Good night. So we're doing a blog TV tonight as usual. Just got a few people in there right now, just the regulars. Yeah, it's got to be done. You got a blog. Say hi.